Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Precious Lord, just take my hand. Hey, Snoop Dogg is stupid. Snoop Dogg is the dumbest dude in the world, man. We're going to get into that later. And if you haven't been living under a rock, I'm pretty sure you kind of know what we're talking about.
Man, you know exactly what we talk about. And the beautiful thing of it is we can talk about it on the show because you know what? Wrestling and boxing are related. If you did not know, promoters that used to promote wrestling also promoted boxing.
Yeah, this is
not
true.
Not only that, but ain't Tyson a WWE Hall of Famer?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
You damn right we talk about this fight.
And by the way, and there's so much we can bring this into. I was trying to figure out how we can parlay this into pro wrestling talk because it had nothing to do with pro wrestling, but I was like, okay, we have a commentator whose cousin is the SmackDown Women's Champion. Mm-hmm. We have a former commentator who used to be on NXT.
Yep.
And we have a Hall of Famer, WWE Hall of Famer. I'm like, yo, this is wrestling.
This is wrestling, bro. This is all wrestling. We got the WWE Hall of Famer, ex-WWE. He main evented a WrestleMania, bro. Yeah. Come on, man. We talking about this fight because it was. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. The wrestling news has been kind of slow, but that was part of. Well, all right. So there's two things. There's two things we probably got to talk about this episode. So we gotta talk about the Roy Jones Mike Tyson fight. And the other wrestling adjacent thing that we gotta talk about.
What's that?
Gucci Man versus Jeezy versus.
Oh God! Oh my God!
Gucci Man versus Jeezy. I have never been so uncomfortable watching anything in my life.
Oh God!
When he did Truth and then said we smoking on Pookie Low tonight. My wife looked at me and she said, "Hey man, somebody gonna get shot. Turn that off. Turn that off. Somebody gonna get shot."
That's what I heard. I was like, "Yeah, it's about to go down." I thought I was about to get bad when he said that. I really did.
Oh, it was bad. I mean, the whole night, Gucci Man was playing the most foremost heel of 2020. Just all up in Jeezy. Like he ain't had to be physically all up in Jeezy face to be all up in Jeezy face,
right?
And Jeezy was trying to play white meat baby face and not take the high road and shit. It's like
when Jeezy said, you know what, like 7 times.
I tell you what. I tell you what. Like,
I tell you what.
I
tell you what. I feel like he was contemplating like his next thoughts of his life.
He was.
I could punch this dude. I could just shoot him.
Yup. Especially because Gucci didn't make no. Gucci did the song. Okay, right. That was disrespectful enough. Right. I'm gonna go dig your partner up, bet he won't say shit. That was disrespectful enough.
Yeah,
then when he got done, he was like, "Damn, we smoking on Pookie Low tonight." But the most disrespectful thing, and people miss out on this part, was the fact that right after that, now mind you, there were 2 million people watching that on Instagram Live. Right. Gucci then said, "Hey, if you send more, I'm gonna put them in the dirt and send them back to you."
Damn.
People miss that part. That's the part. That's the part where it was just like, somebody gonna die. Somebody gonna die tonight on live, Instagram Live. When he said, "You send some more, I'm gonna send them back. I'm gonna put them in the dirt and send them back to you." I'm like,
somebody ready to die tonight, and Undertaker like, "Damn, motherfuckers, I just retired. God damn, man." We take what we want, and after we take Lex Luger and the time, we want the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga. For you, nigga. For you, nigga.
We take what we want. We the realest in the business. We want the gold sucker.
Hulk Hogan,
we coming for you, no. We take what we want. We the realest in the business. We want the gold sucker.
Hulk Hogan,
we coming for you, no. We take what we want. We the realest in the business. We want the gold sucker.
Hulk Hogan,
we coming for you, no. We take what we want. We the realest in the business. We want the gold sucker.
Hulk Hogan,
we coming for you, milk, coming for you, milk.
Shit!
Heard no podcast like this. Black dudes with a knack for wrestling. They ain't gotta act cool. They that never bashful. And they mass dudes get a show and act a fool on it. Talk smack then, put the whole groove on it. Fueled by shots and bruise your ass is doomed the award if you want it. Lifelong fans with an honest mission. Get mania ticks without a mission. Nothing but a press pass. This barbershop talk with the best last. Bless that we rambling on and you listen. No, we know we got a couple of screws missing. Now who with the two dudes with the cool vision? And we coming for you, nigga.
This is uncalled for. This
Welcome back to the We Cover For You cast.
Yes. Perfect segue into the Dead Man's final ride. Now hold on. Now that would have been cool as hell if the Undertaker did walk out on Gucci Mane versus Jeezy.
Oh, that's what we doing? Somebody died today?
We smoking on Pookie Low tonight. Doom. Oh, speaking of my favorite, so Twitter blew up. Twitter had all the memes on lock that night. My favorite one was Jeezy. It said Jeezy's boy listening to Gucci and Jeezy doing I'm Icy. And it was a video of the Undertaker laying in the casket with one eye open like,
oh God! Oh my God!
It was playing P. Diddy. Every step I take in the background. I might just, you know what? I'm just gonna put that in. Just
put it in there.
Just go put that in there.
Oh boy, what's going on, everybody? This is welcome to the We Cover For You cast. This is episode 31. Is we on 32. I'm always going behind, man. Man, we got RVS in the mix, man. Where can they find you at, man?
Yes, sir. You can find me at Franchise06. That's FRANCHICE06. All social media. And we also got Rated R right here. Where can they find you at, brother?
Oh, man. If y'all don't know right now, that I'm pretty sure you can find me at y'all number 18 _R. You can have fun editing that one. The timing got to be spot on.
Oh yeah. I didn't. So that's the thing. I done came up with a template. So I literally just got to drop it in right at the time. Like drop it in like right there. It's gonna be in there. It's gonna be on that one too.
You should put it there. See.
Told you.
Hey man, I gotta start off hot, man. You done got me thinking because we was talking about, hey man, it's time for another one of these Rated R rants.
We got a hot Rated R rant off the press.
Hold on, man.
What we got?
You touched on something right off the bat when you talked about the memes on Twitter. You motherfuckers during this goddamn pandemic literally have nothing else to do on the fucking internet. I mean, these memes are coming out rapid fire. Like, it's like, if you're black, you can't fuck up in public, man. You can't, because if you fuck up, never mind the award, these motherfuckers on Twitter gonna get your ass bad.
Oh man,
bad.
Oh, man. People, we gonna get into it a little bit later on, but during the fight, people like immediate. I'm talking about within minutes. I'm like, how do y'all? Are y'all just sitting at, like, they had to be, like, watching the joint with their laptop out. It just, like, they just had a hand on the mouse, like, oh, shit, come on. Come on.
It's like they have breaking news faster than we got breaking news, and this is a fucking meme. Like, how do y'all do that shit that damn quick? But y'all, you can't fuck up. If you're black, you don't fuck up. You can't, especially if you're a celebrity. You can't fuck up.
Yep.
If you got a fucking a huge social media following, you can't fuck up. Your life's gonna get fucked up like Nate Robinson's.
Put a pin in that one. We'll come back. But here's the thing. So, we already knew it was bullshit when they talk about people, like black people in media, black people in all this. Dog, you can't tell me that every media company can't hire people on Twitter that make memes. People on Twitter that make memes should be making like millions of dollars a year for CNN, headline news.
Yeah.
shit, even get some people from Fox News. Dog, people should be making some real bread out here in the quickness and accuracy they make memes.
But I think the reason why they haven't did it because they have to have quality control. And some of y'all motherfuckers put some off the wall shit out there immediately. And I don't think a NBC or a Fox News or CNN damn sure don't want something out there that ain't been fact checked. And we already know about that for the last 3 months about getting shit fact checked. Which reminds you, you know, it sounds like somebody who spent $3 million to get some votes checked, but it didn't get it right. I was in the news.
Yes, sir. So before we get to the news, man, we got a bunch of listener comments from YouTube, man, that we got to catch up on. Okay. So first and foremost, man, shout out to everybody who watched that Brandy Rose and Jay Cargill video. Dog, that shit blew up. I didn't know that was gonna happen.
I think you started some shit when you mentioned what's his face name. That's the only thing I can think of. Because why would everybody be watching this shit?
Hey man, listen. Hey, I don't care. It don't matter. It don't matter to me. Look, and I was telling Daryl earlier this week, man. I'm really somebody correct me if I'm wrong. We coming for ucast@gmail.com. Let me know. I want to say that we were the only black dudes out here with that opinion, basically saying that people questioning Brandy Rose's blackness is whack. So that gives you a whole nother side of the whole thing where it's like, it's a whole lot of black folks out here that was just, to me, they out of pocket.
I think they was out of pocket. You got two guys who that agree 100%. I thought we're not going to get into that again. What we got to do, man?
we not. But we're going to get into listener comments. So I had to go back quite a few episodes because we missed out on some of them. But Kevin Thomas from YouTube, he actually commented before.
Okay.
He had a comment on the Jey Uso Roman Reigns match of the year clip that we had a couple months ago. So he said about the Roman Reigns Jey Uso storyline. So he said what he thinks is going to happen in the storyline is eventually both of the Usos are going to join up with Roman Reigns. He said Jey is going to end up joining with Roman, which we're already seeing that right now.
Right.
Both of the Usos, and get this, maybe even add Samoa Joe for the whole tribal chief story.
I like what Kevin's mind is at. Hell, you never know. I'll just say this. I think, and I hate to say it, but Joe's career might be done, man. I don't know. We haven't heard anything about him, getting hurt the last time. I don't know what it was, but I mean, he's been on commentary a lot, damn near this entire year.
Yeah.
And usually when you're on commentary that long, you're basically gonna be there.
Right.
I mean, did he get hurt and we didn't know about it, or is he just not telling us anything, or is that where they want him at? I don't know.
You know what? I think it's a mixture of all of the above, really, because Joe has been pretty injury prone as of the last few years, and honestly, man, it's kind of Samoa Joe's style catching up with him. You know what I'm saying? Like 10 years ago, that's when we saw the Samoa Joe that was cold.
Listen,
flying around the ring, doing everything.
Fan, if you are watching this and you have not seen the early days of Impact Wrestling /TNA,
excuse me, 15 years ago. 15 that was 2005.
And that's crazy that was 15 years ago. But if you have not watched any of these old school AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, R-Truth, D'Lo Brown matches, some of their best matches is not, unless a deal is struck with whoever owns Impact now, it's going to stay on their library. Some of their best matches, even Kurt Angle, some of his best, and that's saying something. Some of his best matches are on the TNA tape library. Yep. Do yourself a favor and go on YouTube if you still can and watch some of these matches. My top 3 matches is all time is still one of my top 3 matches is that triple threat with AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and Christopher Daniels. That match, dude.
That was a crazy match. Crazy match.
Crazy. Just crazy. Like, do yourself a favor and watch those matches because, and I hate to say this, y'all not going to agree with me, but it's the truth. The versions of every person, even Bobby Roode that we got now, the versions of these cats that you see in WWE right now are the watered down versions. I bullshit you not.
Absolutely. Like Impact had a run. When you say they had a run, I mean it's one of those things too. Also, I wanted to say this, and I'm gonna say it right now. We're not covering. Well, we do have some Impact news that we're gonna show a video from Impact that happened this past week. However, Impact is really doing their thing right now. I mean, they I will almost say that they got the most black people per capita in Impact, and that's partly, as you mentioned, D'Lo Brown. Shout out to D'Lo Brown because he's the head of talent relations.
Okay.
They got a lot of brothers and sisters in Impact right now, so they holding it down for the culture. And apparently they're hiring folks so they get Good Brothers signed with them. Mm-hmm. A couple other people signed with them. So it's just like they're still out here letting everybody know that they ain't went nowhere. It might be WWE, AEW might get the attention. They ain't went nowhere though.
Man, another side note, and it's a side note, but it's kind of on par with what you just said. Speaking of black people in professional wrestling, I want to go back to that talking smack that we talked about not too long ago with Big E and The Miz.
Yeah,
and it's funny how this is working. Where Big E basically explained that Kofi Kingston has been there over 11 years, and he has been given an opportunity to, be World Heavyweight Champion. He was World Heavyweight Champion. He had it for a cup of coffee, and then he got squashed by Brock Lesnar in 5 seconds. Mm-hmm. All right? And so he brought that up. And Miz basically said, hey, you're not going to be able to be Universal Champion doing your New Day song and dance comedy skit. You're not going to have any opportunities doing that. So Miz's argument was, you doing this funny comedy, blah, blah, blah bullshit. It's not going to get you anywhere to the Universal Championship. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker literally has been doing comedy for the last fucking 2 months. And what is he? The fucking Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
He practically has the belt in his goddamn hand. So what are you saying?
Exactly.
That's my case right there.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah. So I'm glad you put that out there because Booker T has also been somebody that was very, very, very hard on Big E and also like black women, Naomi, Sasha Banks. So we also had a listener comment about that.
For Booker T, man, I better just play Uncle Ruckus theme song here going forward.
Oh,
I had a
no, not Uncle Ruckus. Uncle Ruckus. Don't you trust them new niggas over there. But hey, shout out to Manny Simpson, who commented. I don't even know if I should say your comment after this. Shout out to Manny Simpson who commented on YouTube. He said to the Booker T talking about Sasha Banks and Naomi. He said, I don't know, fellas. I think I'm with Booker on this one. Booker got some good points on his show about them. And I replied to this one. I was just basically like, yo, man, hey, man, Booker T is usually on point. But the fact of the matter is he got to diversify his darts.
Yeah.
Flat out. He got to start going way harder on some non-black people.
Right.
And I'm gonna even say he got to go way harder on people of color so that we can like raise up and say, all right, you're not going too hard on the blacks, dog. But for right now, you're going too hard on the blacks.
Right. Bro. And who was that? What was the person that said that? Listen to what we really said too, because we kind of covered both sides on it. Yep. I can't talk that bad about Book because he's giving blacks opportunity with his own developmental. I can't. Sure. I can't say he's not giving people opportunity. And we also said that this just may be his mentality from the old school. He's hard. That's how. We're talking about blacks, but maybe it's coming from. I'm saying maybe it's coming from a perspective that he wants them to be at a higher level, maybe higher than what he is. And on top of that, he came up from the old school. There wasn't no developmental from him. It was sink or swim. You should have get off the pot. And if you didn't, you was up out of there. Especially if you was a minority back in the day. You wasn't given opportunities unless you stood out. And that's where he's coming from. He's an old school, hard ass guy. He's that dude.
Yeah, for sure. But it's like you said, man. You gotta look at some of these. You know what?
The track record speaks. Like if you listen to we've been listening to his podcast a while, and he has been going hard a lot of blacks. Naomi, Sasha Banks. I don't know if he's went hard on Amber Moon because I know Amber Moon came out of his camp, but New Day. I mean, he goes in. He does. To your point, he does do that.
Yeah. Well, but also I think it also proves his point. What you said about Miz is that Miz has been doing nothing but comedy for the better part of a year and a half, and he has Mr. Money in the Bank. I think also at the end of the day, what Booker T is saying is that white boys can do that shit. You can't. So you know what I'm saying? I get the perspective. I get the perspective. It's also at the same time, Vince McMahon give you an opportunity to do some shit. You got to do it. Like get your ass whooped in the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Everything can't be serious. Let Stone Cold beat your ass in the grocery store.
And the whole damn grocery store. Could you imagine walking into Schnucks and motherfucking Booker T is getting thrown into the Red Hot Riplets, all the different flavors of the Hey,
when I'm trying to grab them.
If you from here, you know what I'm talking about.
Like I'm reaching for my pina colada vest, and then Stone Cold run by, and I'm just like, oh shit. Hey, shout out to Manny Simpson, man. We appreciate your comment. So. Yep. We're moving on to a comment about the Brandy Rose, the controversial, apparently, Brandy Rose versus Jade Cargill clip that we had up the last episode. So we have a person by the name of Tormund Giant's Brain.
Okay.
Tormund Giant's Brain from YouTube. Okay. And they say, and I quote, questioning Brandy's blackness is hotepery jumping the shark.
What?
What you got on that?
Really?
Hotepery jumping the shark. They're basically saying hotepery is almost over.
Come on, man. Really, man? We listen. We told you this was what a black woman would do in that situation.
Right.
Exactly. Like I don't like. What are you talking about? No, that's it. That's it. Yeah. If you're reading that more into it, shame on you.
Yeah, well, no, I think this person is saying that the people who are mad are basically like, oh, they too much in their hotep shit that they can't realize.
See, now I just showed myself I'm stupid. They know what I'm talking about. You're right. You're 100% right. Yes.
No, I know what you were saying. I was just trying to make sure.
Yeah. No, he's right. Get out your feelings. Brandy was acting like a wife. And then your motherfuckers, realness in the pro wrestling, you need to start reeling them. And then once you get it, she's acting hood. Why is she doing that? Like, come on, you can't. Which one is it, man? You can't have them, but which one you want? You want which one you want? Which one you want?
Yo, is it Uchi Wally Wally or is it one Mike? Come on, let me know.
The world will never know. How many licks does it take to get a cinema Tootsie Roll Pop? The world will never know. Okay.
All right.
Damn.
All right. So last one, and this will directly transition to some of the news that we got. So Big Time Raw on YouTube commented and asked us about what did we think about Survivor Series. So I'm gonna get your high level thoughts. We can jump into any of the matches or whatever you want, but yeah, let me know what you thought about Survivor Series overall.
I thought it was a pretty decent show for what they had. Here's my thing, and I actually sent in a question to Keeping It 100 about COVID in the sports world and just in general. Like every company's doing phenomenal with what they're giving right now. I mean, I'm talking about NBA, NFL, boxing, WWE, NXT, TNA, AEW, man. We sit here and we criticize every little thing that you're doing, but man, I gotta take my hats off to you guys, man. For you guys able to do all of this shit during a global pandemic, unlike somebody else on our podcast we talk about who does dumb shit during a global pandemic, you all have done a phenomenal ass job with entertaining us. And what we're just saying is just for entertainment purposes only. We know you guys are away from your families. You are out here in the elements getting COVID. Some of y'all fucking getting the shit all over again just so you can entertain us. Now, back to my criticizing shit. I thought Survivor Series was a decent show. Main event, I mean, Roman Reigns is sitting on it. This is it. Like, this is it, man. Like, he is. Like, we talk about all the time that their WWE is not producing any stars. I think you have one now. Like, this dude here, man, it's natural, it's flowing, it's a storyline that's believable. I mean, he's sonning Jimmy Uso every fucking week. It's
his own cousin.
His own cousin. On national fucking TV. On national TV. On Fox. On Fox, if you will. Getting embarrassed every fucking week. Dude, it's and then you just, and then Paul, here's the thing, Paul Heyman is just, he's just like the sprinkle on there. He ain't really involving himself in it. It's just the little nuances that he does that makes him so good. Like, he's the Shawn Michaels of being a manager, if you will.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. He Paul Heyman is top notch, and that's kind of the thing, man. If you really think about it, like, this whole storyline don't even need Paul Heyman.
No,
it don't need Paul Heyman at all. But the fact that Paul Heyman is there gives it an urgency, gives it a realism, and gives it a believability and a seriousness that is just severely lacking from a lot of other shit that's going on in WWE.
Yep. What else happened at Survivor? Oh man, the Street Profits in New Day.
Yeah,
man, they tore the house down, bro.
Yeah. I was gonna say that was my match of the night.
Yeah,
New Day and Street Profits. Now, I will say this. So here's my critique of it. The commentary was fucking trash on that match, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because what they did on commentary, what we were just talking about, how Booker T talks about everybody need to get serious and this, that, and the third. That's what the commentary was centered on. They were centered on which team is going to be serious, which team is going to get it done, and which team is going to reach that next level. And the whole time I'm thinking, both of these teams are tag team champions.
Right.
If they need to be, if they're not serious, if they don't take it to the next level, if they don't do all of these things, then why the fuck are they your champions?
This is true.
These are your best. These are allegedly your best tag teams, but they silly. They don't take anything serious, and they can't beat nobody. What message are you trying to put out there on commentary? Not a match. Dope. No complaints about the match. Commentary. Come on, man. Y'all gotta chill.
Again, back to Booker T again, saying you need to be serious. That King Booker gimmick was not serious at all. I'm sorry, it was not. It was a straight up just car crash. That's what it was.
What accent was he speaking in? Like, where was that accent supposed to be? It was like a Jamaican, Bosnian.
It was like a bootleg,
British,
like Jamaican, like fucking King Joffrey Jufar, fucking Coming to America type shit. Like,
my son works.
I mean, that's what I got from it, man. No, that was silly, man. That come on, man. You know. Now,
well, also, before you move on, it was silly, but guess what? He won the world championship for the 6th time while he was doing that silly shit.
He did. So,
I mean, just saying.
Just calling the kettle black, maybe.
Literally. Now, going back to the Drew McIntyre Roman Reigns match. So when I started watching that match, dude, I ain't gonna lie to you, I wanted to hate that match so bad.
He couldn't.
Like, the whole time I was watching, I was like, man, this is just WWE's. These are WWE's guys. Like, I'm liking what Roman's doing right now. But as that match went on, I was just like, okay. It makes sense. It makes sense why these are the 2 top guys in WWE right now. And when you said they're making a star in Roman Reigns, I think they're already there with Roman Reigns. What they can't fumble the bag on Drew McIntyre.
No, they can't.
They wanted Drew McIntyre to be a star for so long, and he is right there. They can't fumble his bag.
And I think that audible of making him champion that Monday Night Raw before Survivor Series was a smart move. I really do. Because here's what you do is you still build Drew, and you get that thing in the back of the head about when Randy's going to catch up to Cena and maybe pass Cena and Ric Flair, because he's going to do. That's
going to do it.
He's going to do it. Seriously. Yep. So Randy doesn't need it. You know, I mean, Randy's Randy, bro. You don't need to be champion, but I like what they're doing with Drew. Keep building him up. Keep making that man a star, man. It's only nothing but good things from him, man. They just don't, like you said, do not drop the bag on these guys. Don't do a Raw Underground or a fucking please don't do no fucking T-Bar and that bullshit with them, man. Don't fuck this shit up, man, because you all made that which I did. It didn't. Then you don't explain, like it just Raw Underground just go off. It just go off. It just go like you remember how TV back in the day after the national anthem. Okay, it just go off. What else? Come on, nothing. It's just black. It's just like, no, motherfucker, we remembered that shit. You threw that shit in our faces for a while. I want to know. I need to know, WWE. Hit us right here at WeComeForYouCast@gmail.com. I need to know what was the resolution for Raw Underground. I want to know. Because you had me invested in it. You had shoot fighting and shit. You know, I'm thinking like, oh, they trying to take. What was y'all trying to do? What was y'all trying to do?
So,
what y'all trying to do? I want to know.
If I was to guess what they were trying to do, and this is gonna be as dumb as it actually was. But think about this for a second. Think about Raw Underground, the whole time of Raw Underground. What they do, they built up this one dude. I don't even remember the nigga name.
That big motherfucker?
That big motherfucker with the dreads. They built him up. They built him up the whole time. He's this crazy shoot fighting ass dude.
Right.
And then what did they do right before it ended? That dude lost to Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman. Right.
I'm willing to put money on the fact that they sat down and was like, let's start this shoot fighting Raw Underground bullshit, all to put over Braun Strowman. Yeah, I'm willing to bet money that they did it only to put Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman's a big brawling motherfucker. You don't need to put. They fucked up with Braun Strowman, man. I'm sorry. They fucked up with Braun Strowman. When he first got his title run, that's when they should have put the fucking rocket on his back. Now, granted, he's definitely more polished up now and definitely is in the stride. He's better now than what he was a year ago, bar none. Yeah. But I think they waited too long to strike when the iron was hot. Like
they did.
You got to realize Braun Strowman won the Universal Championship by circumstance. That wasn't the original plan.
Right.
COVID barring or not, the original plan was to have Goldberg fight Roman Reigns. That was the original plan. It wasn't Braun Strowman. That motherfucker was up in goddamn Wisconsin going back to Green Bay, and he got a phone call, and he had to get on a fucking airport from where I used to live in Waukesha and fly back to fucking Orlando to go to Mania. He didn't know that's what he was doing, bro.
Right.
So, I don't know, man.
Yeah. I mean, Braun Strowman should have clearly won the WWE or Universal title, whichever one, when there were fans still in the arena. Yeah, like Braun Strowman, I'm talking about like 2018. Yeah. 2018, Braun Strowman, like when Braun Strowman first turned face, when he first started telling people they was going to get these hands, he should have won the championship the next week. Yeah. Come on, dog. Come on, come on, man.
You got shirts out, you got merch, strike when the iron is hot.
Yep. WWE does that too much. And part of the news is also that Braun Strowman is hurt right now. So they did all that work to put him over. Braun Strowman has a knee injury, and WWE does this a lot. They wait to put people over, and then by the time they do it, they get hurt because they didn't ran all this time.
How severe is the knee? Is it ACL, MCL? Is he good or?
They're not really saying right now. So what they did, storyline wise, they basically said that he was suspended indefinitely for beating up Adam Pearce. Now, time out. I know my watching of WWE has been spotty in the Rona, but where did this dude Adam Pearce come from?
Yeah, same here. Who is this guy?
I don't know who this dude is.
Like, if there's ever a more proper time for the who from Keeping It 100, who?
This dude just walk out, and he walks out and just starts telling people what to do.
Yeah.
Who is this nigga?
Whose man's is this? Whose man's is this? Like, seriously. Like, is he the new, like, general manager? Like he's barking out orders. Like, bro, who made you HNIC? You ain't no HN, you better not say this shit.
You better not. You better not. You better not.
Yeah, but who made him the man in charge, man? WWE just be doing shit. They're like, yeah, let's just do this shit and see if it stick on the wall. They not gonna know. What do you mean you not gonna know? It's a straight up dumbass car crash.
And Mick Foley ain't coming out, so it's not even as fun.
No,
all right. So we're going to keep it moving with the news. So we want to give a shout out to Devon Dudley, a get well soon.
Oh.
Shout out to Devon Dudley, man. He said he's been dealing with some health issues. He said that on his podcast called Table Talk. He had Bailey on, and he had to take some time away from the podcast. And he said that, he had to take away time for podcast for the health issues. And he said, and I quote, "I'm hanging in there. I had some health issues, but I'm hanging in there." He hasn't been on the road with WWE, well, the road, quote unquote, with WWE as of late. But he said, hopefully I'll be back soon. I got to see the doctor today, but it's been a little rough. I've been hanging in there doing what I can. So shout out to Devon Dudley, man.
Yeah, shout out to you, man.
Get well soon, brother.
Yeah, man.
Heal up.
Yep.
All right, so moving on, man. We got to talk about the homeboy Dwayne Johnson and all of the jobs this dude has. So this man, he's I swear to you, he gonna recreate that Living Color Haymon sketch with all them damn jobs that he got. So, boy, when I was your age, I had 15 jobs. 15 jobs. But check this out. So, we all know the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. So that's always on the table.
Yep.
He's doing movies. He's doing action movies in the same outfit. Every movie wear the same outfit.
Football owner.
Owner. Oh yeah, owner of the XFL. He's got tequila, but now he's got a couple more things that he added to the resume. So The Rock has a network TV show coming out.
Jesus Christ. It's supposed to be about his life when he was back in. I heard about this. It's supposed to be how he when he was back. This dude here, man. This dude, man. Tyler Perry might need to put his studio on sale, and Rock might buy that motherfucker. The whole damn thing with the airport and everything.
Yep. Yeah, the airport. Yeah, all of it.
Right.
You know what? You never know. What? No, wait. The Rock was in a Tyler Perry movie.
He did a cameo in Think Like a Man. No. What was the movie with Janet Jackson? When Janet Jackson accidentally killed her husband.
Yeah. Tyler Perry. Come on, man. Why you gotta let people do that crazy shit?
And then she fucking killed this nigga. And then at the end, The Rock she see the back of The Rock's head. And she's talking to her because she just did a book. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm really excited to hear about your book." Okay, time for another one of these. No, rated R. So I'm at the movies, with the girlfriend when we at the time when we was going to go see this. But we sitting in the front of the damn movie. And mind you, I'm like the only fucking wrestling fan in this motherfucker. But all you black women seem to love The Rock for some reason. We know he's strong and got a goddamn lot of money and all this shit.
We know why.
We know why. But then the motherfucker shows up at the end of the movie and all you damn girls going, oh shit, it's The Rock. I'm like, oh my God, I'm ready to go. That's why, you know what? His wife is a white woman. Take that. Ooh. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
That's a super ultra mega pro combo right there. That's why he married a white woman.
Nah. Let me hear you say, ooh, nah. Yeah, he don't want your ass.
I mean, to be fair, The Rock does not want your ass. The Rock made that abundantly clear when we married that white woman adjacent.
Yes. Yes.
Because she's actually like half Armenian or something.
That chick is white. She's white. She's just white. She is white.
Oh man. Wait a minute. I gotta get my wife on the podcast. We might have to do it the next one or the one after that because I think I didn't explain this on the show.
Okay.
But my wife has a theory
about
The Rock and basically The Rock and his ex-wife, how they coexist after breaking up, but then they both married white people. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave the theory at that, and I'm gonna let her explain it next time.
Oh God, I don't even want to ask what this. I'm gonna table that because I have so many questions right now.
Well, speaking of your questions, The Rock is also creating an ice cream.
This motherfucker got his own damn. The Rock got his ice cream before CM Punk did.
CM Punk ain't never getting them ice cream bars.
Never get no motherfucking ice cream.
No, never get no ice cream bars. So The Rock has a boozy Dewanta Claus holiday ice cream line.
This dude here, he just printing out money, man.
He's printing money, man. So he is once again donning the jolly red hat and suit with a few personalized modifications, of course, to introduce his second collection of holiday ice cream for Salt and Straw. His new limited edition Dewanta Termania spiked eggnog ice cream made with the actor's own tequila is a sweet, silky frozen custard mixed with amontillado, sherry, nutmeg, and a hint of salt.
This dude hey, wait a minute. So this dude's The Rock, man. It's just all over the place, right? And I'm going to show you what I mean by all over the place. I think this is the first time I've even seen this. Give me 1 second before you give me the rights. Where is this? Where is this shit at? Dude, this motherfucker.
You should be able to share.
Where is it at? Rock just all over the place, man. He didn't got the X, bought the X, fucking pulled Vince McMahon out of bankruptcy with Alpha Entertainment. Just say, here, let me cut you a check.
Yep.
And not only that, this motherfucker got ice cream, he got a movie studio, he got alcohol, he got a movie production company. And I don't think I had ever seen this shit before in the day of my life of watching pro wrestling. This motherfucker had his own goddamn Macy's Day Parade motherfucking float. He had his own goddamn float. Cena ain't had no float. Hogan ain't had no float. Austin ain't had no float. But The Rock got a goddamn Macy's Day float in his fucking outfit that he wore and took a picture. I can't believe that shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was actually number 3 on The Rock's new jobs is Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade float.
Motherfuckers in the Macy's Day Parade, bro. He's transcended fucking fuck. Are you serious?
Yeah, man. When you say WWE don't make new stars, here's a question. Is the fact that WWE hasn't made new stars due to the fact that the last few stars that they have made have been like just transcended fucking wrestling?
That is a good question.
Because Cena's doing this thing right now. We talking about Rock, Austin, Hulk Hogan, punk ass. I mean, even going back to like Macho, Roddy Piper, like all these cats that transcended pro wrestling. They set the bar really, really high.
Yeah, and The Rock is putting that motherfucker when you can't grab it. That motherfucker's, you're not touching that, bro. It's gone. It's gone.
It gone, man. It gone. So man. You can't get that. You can't reach them heights,
dude.
Dog.
That is a good ass analogy. I mean, I don't know why Vince would be that upset. I mean, it's made him a billionaire. So it's like, well, how much money do you want? Like, you had some failed things. Let them get it twisted. The XFL was going to succeed. That was bad luck. Yeah, no one saw this goddamn pandemic coming, okay? Right. No one saw this shit coming. That was. I think that was Vince's golden ticket out.
It was. It really was.
Yeah, man. it's all about creating yourself at WWE and getting your exit strategy to get on out of there, because you only got so many numbers on your bump card, as what Steve Austin would say. You know, you want to brand yourself and get out. Nobody wants to be working at one place for the rest of their fucking life unless it's something that you truly fucking enjoy. But if you got the opportunity to go somewhere else to expand your repertoire of your career, why the fuck not? You know,
exactly.
There's nothing. I don't see nothing wrong with what he's doing now. If the question is, does Vince feel a certain kind of way that motherfuckers are doing what he needs to do? They do at his platform, and then they walk out and they just transcend what they do. Tough break, nigga. There's always football.
Shout out to Dave Chappelle getting Chappelle show taken off Netflix because he felt bad. I still got the DVDs, nigga. I'm watching that shit.
I'm watching that shit. I got the DVD. I ain't watching on Netflix, but I sure got this sitting right over there in that corner, bro. You can't see it, my shoulder right there, but it's right back there.
I got my Plex set up, so I'm gonna stream it. It just ain't gonna be from Netflix. It's gonna be from Rayflix.
There you go.
RVS Flix.
Yeah. No, you're not supporting Netflix. No, we ride out for Dave Chappelle, bro. Flat out, bro.
Yes, sir. So speaking about support for the homies, shout out to Hurricane Helms, who just got rehired at WWE.
But congrats to him, man. Now, wasn't this motherfucker just on fucking AEW Dynamite a week ago?
He was just on the AEW pay-per-view like 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah. So he went. So he must have been. And we'll get into this in a second too. He must have went on that pay-per-view. They were just like, hold on, wait, hold on, come back over there. Come back over there. What you doing? No, what you doing? No.
What you doing over there?
I mean, what you doing over there? Come on. Hey, come here. Let me holler at you. Let me Sorry, dirty. Let me holler at you.
Sorry. Here, take this. Yeah, piece of paper. See all them zeros? Don't ask no questions. Sign right there. Get your ass. What the fuck you doing? The fuck you doing? Hanging out with them nice people. Get your ass back over here. What the fuck you over there doing?
So we coming for Matt Hardy too when his ass get done. We coming for him. We coming for Jericho. We coming for all of them.
Yeah. Now, see, we would be coming up to Cody, but his ass has started the whole goddamn thing. So fuck him.
See, what? Fuck him.
That's why we want his daddy name. He ain't gonna get it back. That is some fucked up shit, WWE. I'm sorry, man.
That really is.
Nigga his name, bro. Come on, that ain't right.
Get a little nigga's name back.
Walking around with a first name. Come on, man.
So they actually did. They actually relinquished the copyright, the trademark to his name right before that last AEW pay-per-view. So if you notice, they have been announcing him as Cody Rhodes ever since.
Okay.
So yeah, basically they relinquished it the Thursday before AEW Revolution.
That was WWE being assholes with that, man. They gotta stop with some of that shit they be doing, man. Come on, man. Y'all are the be all end all. Y'all the number one. Y'all the number motherfucking one, bro. That's like a Coca-Cola or Pepsi said, yeah, Vest, you niggas can't have your Pepsi being brown. Your shit gotta be green. Nigga, it's cola. We don't give a fuck. That shit better be green in 3 months. And 3 months later, all right, man, it's cool. Y'all can go ahead and be brown again.
We was tripping, dog. Come on, man. Come on, man. Tripping, bro. We was tripping. So speaking of WWE, kind of paying attention and doing shit, shout out to Ricky Starks.
Okay.
So Ricky Starks was just in an interview recently, and he said that he was talking about when he fought Cody for the TNT title on Dynamite.
Okay.
He says, and I quote, "The day I wrestled Cody, I got a phone call from WWE saying, hey, we've been watching you. We want to bring you in."
Uh-oh.
I said, oh, really? Oh, okay. Interesting. Of all the days. And he said, and I entertained that conversation because I was curious, but I already knew which decision I was going to make.
Sure.
So basically WWE, so we're sitting here laughing and joking about Hurricane and about Cody and about Matt Hardy, but WWE be watching.
Yeah, they watching,
paying attention, and they trying to snatch up some of the talent that AEW got coming out.
Yeah, do the same thing they did to them.
Exactly.
Only difference is now, who has the fatter bankroll, WWE or Tony Khan? I'm gonna have to say Tony Khan. He got NFL money, man.
That's what I'm saying.
That's stadium.
You know what? I'm sorry to say, but it's like Tony Khan with an extension of Shahid Khan, man. Like they literally have their own stadium where they could produce television every week.
Right.
So while they are losing out on the money, the traveling gate money, I wouldn't even say they're super losing out on that anymore because they're letting fans back in because they have these NFL ties and they're using the same shit that the NFL has been using. Well, actually, they piloted the shit before the NFL season started.
Okay.
About letting fans in and having the pods and all that shit.
Right.
Here's my thing.
Okay.
And I'll say this because when we look at TNA, when we look at Impact, and when Impact was on the come up, if you think about it, WWE ain't really trip off Impact, right?
No.
But WWE has tripped off AEW.
Right.
And here's my theory. Here's my theory of why. I think low key Vince sees something in Tony Khan. I'll say this. I want to say Vince sees himself in Tony Khan. Huh. So here's why I say that. And I think I talked about this on a past episode. But you got to look at the pedigrees of both of them cats. Both of them, like both Vince and Tony Khan, come from cats that like basically their fathers both made money promoting sports, right? Promoting other sports. Yep. They both took their money and started their own thing, right? But I think with Vince, I ain't gonna say envious. I ain't gonna say envious, right? But I think what he sees in Tony Khan that he might be a little bit shooketh about is the fact that Tony Khan was able to diversify, that he basically diversified his shit into wrestling.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? In a way that's different from like Ted Turner. Ted Turner was just like, hey man, it's content. It's all content. You know, I like wrestling. I put wrestling on my channel. Right. On my channel. But Tony Khan is just like, look, I got the bread. Right. I'm gonna hire the hottest wrestlers in the industry. Right. And get some of the producers that WWE don't, like the older wrestlers that can produce and all that shit. And I'm gonna do this shit for real. Right. I'm gonna do this shit for real. And at the end of the day, he started out with the bread. I mean, Ted Turner had bread. Don't get me wrong. Right. He started out with the bread that Vince didn't start with. That's true. You know what I'm saying? At the very beginning. So I think that might be one thing. So I say all that to say this. Before it's all said and done, I think Vince, and when I say all said and done, I think before Vince can check up out of here, I think Vince is eventually going to do something with Tony Khan and AEW. I can see that. Because I think it's going to be a game-recognized game thing. Yeah. Like, you know what? And another one of the reasons why I agree with that too is not just for pro wrestling too, but Tony Khan is from the world where Vince has been trying to get into for the last 30 years. Exactly. The NFL. Right. Yep. And what better way to get into it? You got somebody right here who's in it. Yep. You trying to get into it. Right. I don't know, man. It's a perfect match, man. You both have something that you guys want. You both do. The thing is like Vince has the be all end all, the years of experience on how to shoot, produce, and make pro wrestling. Tony Khan is from the NFL background that it's in its blood. Right. And they both want what's on each other's side, man. It makes sense for you guys not to work each. I want to see more joint ventures, man, because all the shit, it's not 1997 no more, man. That those days of y'all pulling 7s and 6s, market share is over with. It's over with, bro. It's not gonna happen. Y'all gotta come together, man. It's time. It's time. I thought WWE was doing that when they were sending those surveys about the WWE Network, asking about would you like to see. The one that got me was like, would you like to see ROH and Impact on the WWE Network? I was like, what the? Yeah, yes, right, yes. Check that box. Check that box. But it's time. It's and I thought like the WWE Network was going to be the beacon for all pro wrestling to be on. I thought that's where they were going with it. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure. I mean, money talks, bullshit walks, and I know it's a money thing why they're not doing it. But it would be cool to actually see that.
It'll be cool to actually see. Like, could you imagine? Like, it's basically them getting a second chance at failing what they did when they bought WCW.
Exactly.
But buying AEW, you got a story. You know what I'm saying?
Man, yes, exactly. And I think that's the problem. Like Vince is an old school businessman, dog. He's about destroying the competition. If you look at what AEW is doing, like they're working with NWA. They worked with Impact. The executive vice president of Impact commentated on an AEW pay-per-view. Those cats are open to working with everybody because they know they ain't gonna be or beat WWE at WWE's game. Right. So at the very least, hey man, make the product good for wrestling fans. Right. And I think that's and WWE's going back to Vince being an old school businessman. Vince ain't the type of cat that's just like, look, I'm not going to split this bread with you. Right. At the end of the day, I want what you got. Mm-hmm. I want to just gobble up your properties, and I want that to be mine. The problem, the reason why ROH, Impact, and all them, so I'll say this. The reason why you have Evolve and you have ICW, all these smaller independent companies on WWE Network, because they ain't got the bread behind them. Right. They got the bread. It's easy for WWE to take their shit and license. However, Impact has their own streaming service. Mm-hmm. They put Jeff Jarrett in the Hall of Fame so they can get a little piece of it. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, Impact is owned by a big company. Mm-hmm. Ring of Honor is owned by a television station that owns 75% of the local stations in America. Yep. They're not about to just give up. And not only that, Ring of Honor is technically a DVD business, right? Basically they have been in service of selling their own videos and shit like that. Companies like that are going to be like, yeah, we'll show our shit on the network, but you're going to have to license, my dude. You're going to have to break off that money. Mm-hmm. And Vince don't want to break off that money. Nah, you're not going to do that. Want it all for itself, man. It's just. But he got the money, though. He has the means. He has the means to be like, yo, hey, man, I'll break you off a little of this money. I'll break you off a little of this bread. We'll both make bread off of this shit. Even if it's 80-20, 75-25. I don't care, man. Do something. Do something to make the business better for everybody. Mm-hmm. I don't know we beating a dead horse here, but one of the things that I see what Vince is doing as a businessman and trying to start his own sports entertainment. You know what I mean? But I feel like WWE gets away from a lot of the tradition of pro wrestling, and it needs to be there with all the history that they have. Yep. I see no reason why they don't do anything with the NWA besides something that happened in the past. Other than that, I don't understand why they don't have lineage. I know they got enough to make their own lineage now, right? But why they don't do anything with NWA or anything like that? I don't get it. I really don't understand that. And it could be the other way around. I don't know everything. Like this Triple H always say. There's always podcasters like our black asses up here talking about shit that we really don't know nothing about. Maybe they could have made an offer to NWA. NWA's like, no, fuck you. You tried to take us out. We still here, motherfucker. We still here. Right. Well, what Cameron say during 9/11? We still powering out, but we still here. I guarantee Smashing Pumpkins dude ain't telling them we still here. Fuck y'all. I'm pretty sure he's not saying that right now about NWA. Well, all right, man, we're going to move on in the news. We're going to stick with the AEW news right now. So we talked about the PWI Top 500 a couple months ago.
Blasphemous.
So PWI actually just came out with their inaugural Top 10 tag team list.
Am I about ready to break something right now? Because it's gonna be some bullshit, ain't it? Or is it legit? Is this one pretty good, or is it egregious like that fucking number one John Moxley bullshit?
I'll let you decide. I'll let you decide this one. So there are some people. This is kind of a leaning spoiler. There are some people that do not agree mainly in AEW. So, and I don't know if this is in the order, right? But the top 10 tag teams of it actually did a top 50 tag.
Is this of AEW or all of pro wrestling?
This is of all the pro wrestling.
Okay, so
men and women.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you know right now. Disclaimer: some of these tag teams, some I may not know.
Sure.
We'll
Yep. Right. So here we go. All right. So the list that I have is FTR. I'm gonna assume this is in order. It might not be. So we got FTR.
Okay, well, time out. Before you start, how many mainstream tag teams are actually like off the top of your? Give me 10 teams right now. You can think without looking at the list.
I'm gonna say I got the list in front of me.
Okay.
Right
now. Okay, I'll do it. Give you 10 tag teams.
Yeah, 10 tag teams.
Go. Okay, FTR, Miz and Morrison, New Day, Street Profits, goddamn me. See what I'm saying? Bobby Roode and motherfucking Dolph Ziggler, they just made that a makeshift shit.
They made that shit up.
See, I can't even think of fucking 10 tag teams. Right. God damn.
You got Party City.
See? Okay, go ahead. I'm just telling you.
I was talking about Private Party.
Yeah, I know what part you call them these parties. I did call them Party City.
You call them niggas Party City? That's their name now. Every time I see them, I'm like, that's Party City, dog.
Hey, boy, they gonna get mad as hell. We call them.
They gonna get mad, bro.
We gonna be at that VIP with Dash again. It's like, hey, nigga, they gonna Party City. Then we gonna have to fight for real.
We might. I'm sorry, dog. That shit's funny. If you can't see why that's funny, dog, we just have to fight. I'm sorry, guys.
Niggas, Party City, hell no.
All right, but no. So here's the list, though. Here's the list. All right, so we got FTR, we got Kenny Omega and Adam Page, okay. We got the Golden Role Models, who was Bayley and Sasha Banks. So they were on the list. Okay. We got the North, they in Impact.
Okay.
We got Street Profits.
Okay.
We got Gorillas of Destiny. Those are Ming's sons out in New Japan.
Okay.
We got the Lucha Bros in AEW.
Right.
We got New Day.
Right.
We have the Kabuki Warriors with Asuka and old pirate chick that just left.
Right.
And Roppongi 3K, which is the tag team out in New Japan. Right. So that was their top 10 list, right?
Right.
Off the top of your head, who's the tag team in AEW that wasn't on that list that you think would be mad because they wasn't on that list?
I don't know.
I'll say for you. Young Bucks ain't on that list, nigga.
Yeah, they not.
And them niggas was mad.
Right. Okay. All right. So now I'm about to show my age, but I'm also about to show what problem there is in professional wrestling. I couldn't give you 10 tag teams from right now. I can give you 10 tag teams from 20 years ago, and I probably could. Steiner Brothers. You had Harlem Heat. You had American Males. You had Earthquake and Typhoon. You
natural disasters.
You had the natural disasters. You had motherfucking goddamn. It just slipped the top of my head. You had Road Warrior Animal and Road Warrior Hawk, R.I.P. You had them. You had fucking well, that's 5. Maybe I can't. Maybe I don't pay attention. Yeah.
You got outside. Hey, shout out to
Men on a Mission.
Yep.
Men on a Mission. You had them.
Shout out to our boys, the Outsiders. All in Nash, man.
All in Nash. You had Billy and Bart, the Smoking Guns. Shout out one of the most corniest fucking tag teams.
Smoking Guns. I love it. They came out with little pistols. It was like, pop, pop, pop.
We're doing that little shit.
I hate you quick. I hate you quick.
Don't shoot that little shit no more. You broke my nose, man.
Oh shit! I forgot about Smoking Guns and the little cap guns. They was like, pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh shit! But yeah, man. So, Young Bucks was mad that they wasn't on the top 10 list, the PWI top 10. So Nick Jackson said when he saw the list he said, and I quote, "I sent Matt, my brother, a screenshot of the cover, and I was like, get out of here. This is a rib on us at this point. What do we got to prove? I think they're more into the kayfabe aspect of the listing. So if you see that, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have made the top 10 because we lost almost every big match that we had. So I guess if you go off that, it makes some sense." My comment to that is, yes, motherfucker, it's kayfabe. It's it's Pro Wrestling Illustrated. The magazine in kayfabe.
Yeah.
They have interviews in Pro Wrestling Illustrated that are kayfabe. They don't even talk to the motherfucker that they had an interview with. They be like, yo, we got this interview with Jon Moxley, and it said his favorite cake is bunt cake. And Jon Moxley is like, I don't like cake, nigga. What are you talking about? That's Pro Wrestling Illustrated. That is the way the magazine has always been. It's kayfabe, nigga. Yes, you're not on the tag team. Yes, you booked yourself to lose every big match you had, and now you're not on the kayfabe top tag team list, nigga. That has been another one of RVS's rants.
There it is.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Don't be butthurt about that, man. It's kayfabe. It's kayfabe, man. You gotta preserve the gimmick, brother. Preserve the gimmick, brother.
Hey guys, hey Young Bucks. I know it's not my place to say this, but listen, guys, stop being marks for yourselves, man. Stop being marks for yourself, bro. No, it ain't cute. It ain't cool. It ain't none of that, dog.
Oh man. Speaking of preserving kayfabe, did you watch that Steve Austin and Undertaker documentary?
Yes.
Boy, was that good. Boy,
that was a great documentary.
Which is, I'm actually going to bring up the story. We're bringing back our segment. I don't have the music here, but you can't spell wrestling by a little STL. And STL was at the forefront of this damn documentary here.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Talked about his experience in a good old pay-per-view called the Elimination Chamber, which is held right here in St. Louis. He even said that it was in St. Louis, and he's walking. He's now. This is a side story. You need to watch this, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway. The side story: The Undertaker had a conversation with this pyro motherfucker.
Oh my gosh, that was my favorite part. That was my favorite part when they asked the Undertaker what happened that night he got burnt up right here in St. Louis, Missouri. Continue.
So the Undertaker commits to tells his story about I talked to the pyro guy about 2 weeks ago before, the pay-per-view, and I was telling him about my pyro, and I was telling him that in a roundabout way, he told this nigga, yo, these motherfucking flames are too goddamn high. You need to turn these motherfuckers down.
Hey man, you need to turn that shit down, bro.
You need to turn these shit. They too goddamn close, and you need to turn these motherfuckers down, okay? Now, if you seen Friday when Pinky got out the car, and he said, look, nigga, you hitting them motherfucking corners too goddamn fast. You need to slow this motherfucker down. That was the Undertaker talking about in the story.
but then the pyro guy was like, yeah, whatever, motherfucker. Yeah, whatever.
So we fast forward 2 weeks later, and the Undertaker comes out. Now, mind you, he tells the story. This is the fucked up part about it. He tells this story that he was supposed to come out. He had his jacket because he was world heavyweight champion, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
So he was wearing. He had big gold. So, and he normally has this jacket that he normally wears where he zips up, and it's sleeveless. It's sleeveless. Yep. So he's thinking of all this 2 minutes before he's about to go out to fucking wrestle in the main event.
Yep.
So he's like, well, shit, I want people to see the belt, so let me change my coat. Now, mind you, shout out to him to bring an extra goddamn coat to the fucking ring,
bro. That's a pro. That's an old school wrestler joint. Like, hey man, don't show up without your gear, and don't show up without multiple versions of your gear, because you never know what's gonna happen. That's old school right there. That's old school.
So Taker changes his ring, he puts the coat, and he has the belt because he wants people to see the belt. And then he said, literally 10 seconds before he's about to go out there, he's thinking to himself, shit, I'm going to be in this goddamn pod for fucking 20 minutes. I'm the last one coming in. I want to be loose, and I want to be dry when I get out there. Here, let me get some extra water and pour it on me. just because I don't want to be in this pod for 20 minutes. So here comes Undertaker in all his glory, comes out, and what said motherfucker does is press the goddamn space bar a little too goddamn soon when this nigga Undertaker was in the fucking flame. Now, mind you, Taker said he saw one come up, and this nigga turned right, and then this nigga proceeds to hit Command Alt, and the fucking one on the right pops up. And so Undertaker runs as fast as he's possibly. I don't think I've ever seen this motherfucker ran a 4.4 340 getting to that motherfucker. That nigga was gone.
So side note. Of course, we mentioned this before, but we were there that night.
Yes,
we were
in attendance.
We were in attendance, and we were like straight off. Like
we saw it. I was like, oh shit,
dude! I have a grainy old cell phone video of that shit to this day. Because number one, because cell phone cameras wasn't shit back then.
Yep.
But to this day, just like, oh man, this is cool. The Undertaker entrance, and then you just see his ass run to the ring, and I'm pretty sure I hear you say, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Because we didn't know what happened. We just saw the flame go whoosh.
Yeah. So mind you, I'm pretty sure this pyro nigga got fired that night. Because Taker said, yo, either he needs to go or heads are gonna fucking roll. So I'm pretty sure that nigga got fired.
What Taker said he was in a pod and the dude's handing him the water. He said, hey man, that motherfucking better not be backstage when I get out there. He better not be back there. Just tell his ass he better disappear.
Right now.
So
shout outs to you, Taker, man, retiring. That means that now Mr. Hero and Mr. Nelson, you now have another person to bring on to the shenanigans. And boy, oh boy, I would love to drink some Jack Daniels and talk some St. Louis shit with the Undertaker. Because clearly this motherfucker does not have good luck here at all.
I must say, Bad Blood wasn't terrible. It was the debut of Kane.
It was the debut of Kane.
He showed that one as well. And it was a lot better then, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah. He's had a lot of eventful things here in St. Louis, and I wouldn't mind drinking a shot of Jack. Because boy, they was drinking like a fish, and all I could think about was us and shenanigans drinking, going head up with them.
Yep, exactly. The whole time, I ain't have a liquor Jack in the house, but I was like, man, I should have got a bottle. I would have took a shot with it. Every time I took a shot. But him and Nash are boys, so. Yep. Maybe one day.
Hey, you never know. It should happen.
If we can get back outside at any point, you know what I'm saying?
Goddamn Rona. Yeah. Fucking
Swig a beer for the working man.
Swig a beer for the working man.
All right, man. So, while we're on the subject of the Undertaker, man, so even though you had a dope ass prediction, didn't come true.
Didn't come true.
We knew it wasn't gonna come true.
They weren't gonna do that shit.
Overall, man, what were your thoughts on the Undertaker's farewell at Survivor Series?
I thought it was very well done. I thought it was very classy. It was to the point. The gunslinger is exiting stage left. He's rolling out in the sunset, and he's done. However, this is a big ass. However, you motherfuckers spent a half an hour on entrances, and these niggas wasn't even in the ring when the Taker got. What the fucking point? What was up with that shit? What's just to say where we here? They didn't even say, yo, this is Undertaker. You literally had 15 motherfuckers did their entrances. I'm talking about from BSK. I'm talking Savio Vega, Godfather, Kevin Nash, Shawn Michaels, Triple H. They just did their entrances, and then they did a B-roll Undertaker, and them motherfuckers just gone.
They was gone.
What? Okay. Social distancing, I get it. All right, cool. But what was the point of even doing
it? Again, I agree with you 100%. The Undertaker's farewell itself was well done, very well done. But you literally just brought out a bunch of older dudes in the middle of a pandemic that is very detrimental to older people.
Some of them motherfucking Titantrons they had for some of them wrestlers they had to fucking do that night. And that they probably did that day, and they did that shit in a Photoshop. You know they did. You know they put some sprinkles and some graphics in there to fucking. They probably do that open source shit that you use for this.
I'm about to say they use the program I use for this podcast and put together the Godwin's entrance. They didn't have that Godwin's entrance on deck. They used OpenShot to edit that. As a matter of fact, they called me to edit it, and I was busy.
Godwin's.
Like the Godwins.
Watching TV.
So, man, I'm watching British Bake Off, nigga.
Motherfucking Godwins.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I thought the farewell was well done.
Yeah.
You know, they could have done without everybody coming out. So I think the cooler part of everybody being there was looking at everybody's social media. Shout out to the homie Charles too.
Yeah.
Looking at his social media, looking at like Rikishi and all that, and just seeing them cats out kicking it. Yeah. I think Flair was with them, and like they was at whatever hotel they was staying at, whatever bar they was in. So, you know, everybody being outside aside, it looked like it was only them at the bar, and I'm at least like, okay, cool. That's fine. But to be in that room, drinking with those cats, man, oh man. Could you imagine?
I can't. No.
Could you imagine the stories that were told, the laughs that were had, the libations that were drank?
No. like we would literally have to do exactly what the fuck we did at fucking New Orleans to make sure we stayed in there, because we finessed that shit.
Yeah.
Because there ain't nowhere in the world we should have been.
We should not have. So quick. We'll say this. This is a quick non-Patreon story, right, of one of the WrestleMania trips. So we were, WrestleMania New Orleans, the last WrestleMania we went to. So a person who shall not be named, this whole weekend he was just letting us know. He was letting us know that he was the plug on everything, right? He was letting hey man, holler at me, man. I'm the plug. Okay, all right. So we hit him up a few times on the plug on the plug tactics, right?
Right.
And every time it was he was patting his pockets. Oh man, see what had happened? Man, I thought I had so being who we are, we know how to make things happen ourselves.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? So Wale Mania, it was like, hey, I can get y'all backstage. He was patting his pockets. Once he got there, we got backstage. First thing he said is, "How y'all get back here? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it."
That's when I knew. That's when I knew that this plug was not. It wasn't in the socket. This plug was not in the socket, bro. So we get to, we link up with Nash at the party, like I guess the day before, a couple days before.
Yep.
So we kick it with him. Everything's all good. The night of WrestleMania, we find out the hotel that the party's at.
Right.
So because our plug was not in the socket, we said, "Hey man, we gonna make moves up there, and we gonna do what we do. We gonna see what we got." So we get up there. It's they got the security, got the whole thing on lockdown. We got suits on. We dressed, we suited and booted.
Right.
So they're kicking anybody with a wrestling shirt on that don't have a room key. The fuck out the hotel.
Yeah.
Clean out the hotel. So security, and there's another credit. The security was a brother when he came up to us. He was a brother. Yeah. He saw us. We had on suits, and he said, "Oh, how are you?" He had on his white voice. He had on the motherfucker y'all talking about Brandy Rose. He had on that voice. He had on that voice because he didn't walk up like, "Hey, what's up, nigga? Hey, y'all niggas staying here? Y'all niggas staying here?" Y'all niggas staying here.
It was so fucking nice ass Marion. It better not be no nigga in there talking about y'all niggas staying here. I'll fucking report your ass and get 50,000 points and a platinum membership on God them. And I don't know who NM is.
So my man walks up. He was like, "Excuse me, fellas. May I see your room keys?" And we were just like, "Oh man, we're not staying here at the hotel." He was like, "Oh man, okay. Well, it's fine." So we're telling. So this is what he says. He said, "Well, we're telling everyone that they need to not be in this area, this area right here,
right here.
So we're going to do a lap." and we'll be back in 15 minutes. And I just asked that you all are not in this area.
Yeah.
Right here.
And so then his black came out. So to repeat what I just said, I'm going to be back here in 5 minutes. Don't be here when I get back. That's all I'm going to say.
because also, so the dude had the little microphone on. So you could tell that his manager or whoever could hear what he was saying. Yeah. So that's why he said it the way he said it. He was talking to the microphone like, don't be right here when I get back.
Right.
So he was like, okay, we got you. So, of course, being who we are, there's a bar right over there. Right over there.
And I actually was hungry. And
we was hella hungry. We actually was hella hungry. We was hella hungry. So we mosey on into the bar. I'll let you pick it up, Radar.
So we go on the bar, chill, like we normally do, just chilling. And let me tell you, this is the damn. I can't remember what it was. New Orleans. It was New Orleans, wasn't it?
It was New Orleans, yeah.
We're chilling in the bar. Here comes fucking Roman Reigns into the fucking bar.
Yep.
Roman Reigns comes to the bar. Dude, big as a motherfucker.
He ain't no small dude.
He ain't no small motherfucker.
He ain't no small dude.
I don't know if he saw us sitting at the bar and then he turned around and left.
Well, he kind of did. So we're sitting at the bar, but like everybody else sitting at the bar has like suits, blazers, sports coats, all that on. And like I slowly just kind of like listening to people's conversation, I started realizing, oh, these are like the television people that work for WWE. These are like producers and shit. These are like all of these cats. So I think he did one of those like you kind of look around like, hey man, can I get really drunk here? Oh no, it's a bunch of the suits are here. I gotta go back. He left. So, that's how I interpreted it. Yeah,
that makes sense. So Kevin Dunn walks in this WrestleMania fucking jumpsuit that you can't only get on fucking eBay. You cannot find this bitch. No, in fact, I think he's the only one that has one of these motherfuckers on.
He gotta be.
He walks in, he chills at the bar, and I'm like, Ray, is that fucking Kevin Dunn? He was like, yeah, it's fucking Kevin Dunn. And then
Kevin Dunn, the executive producer of WWE.
Yeah, Vince's right hand man.
Yep,
just sitting there. If my in contact you want.
Right. Yes. Right.
So then after that, fucking Nash walks his ass in here. He sees us. Like, man, I just come down here to get a bottle, man. What's up? Man, we shot the shit with Nash till fucking 4:30 in the morning.
And listen, the bar closed at midnight.
Yeah, bar closed at midnight.
Shout out to that bartender, number one. Shout out to that bartender, because that bartender was just like, and it might have been, so we might have had the goodwill of the rest of the people sitting at the bar, because when we sat down at that bar, he was just like, hey man, you know, whatever y'all want. We was like, man, what time you close? He was like, don't worry about it. What y'all want?
Oh, cool.
We was like, oh, I bet. Hey, let me get, like, y'all kitchen still open? I mean, our kitchen closed in 5 minutes, but what y'all want? Hey man, let me get some wings. Bet, I got you.
Right. Yeah.
That dude got a good ass tip that day.
Yeah. And now here come Nash come down buying a whole bottle of red wine.
Yeah, he came down to buy a bottle of wine and take it back to the room, but we came in and saw us. He was like, well shit, I guess I'm chilling.
Shout out to Kevin. Kevin Nash is I don't give a fuck when nobody say that is the homie. And shout out to the dude. I'm a little salty. Just a little bit salty to the dude that just did a fucking interview with Kevin Nash not too long ago. And Kev, that was not us. Please don't think that was us. That was not one of us. That was supposed to be, that was both ours. That was both ours. Because we should have been first.
No, it's all good.
Cool, man. It was a dope interview, man. It was a dope interview, man. It was
super dope. Now, 2021, I'm 2021 working on that. Yeah. Working on getting Kevin Nash right here. We coming for you, Pat. We coming for you, Cass. He could be the rotating third. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Yep. All right, man. So we gonna move on. So we got a big wrestling event coming up this week. It'll actually probably be off by the time this airs. But we got AEW Winter is Coming, edition of Dynamite on Wednesday. Okay. Right? So it's actually called. So this is interesting. I didn't realize this, but it's actually called Winter is Coming because Game of Thrones, HBO, AEW are all owned by Warner Media, right?
Huh. Right.
So Warner Media, we talked about this a few episodes ago, where Warner Media wants to cross over all of their properties, all of them shits. So literally, they was just like, bet we gonna take this Game of Thrones shit, we gonna use it to promote the wrestling shit. So we probably gonna see some AEW shit. You know what? This is gonna fuck you up. You might be mad. You might be mad. But remember that HBO show you was talking about WWE should do? Guess who could do it because they actually owned by the same company?
Yeah, they could. Wow. Yeah.
I didn't think about that until just now.
I didn't think about that too. Wow. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, we'll see. So the big story and the big match in AEW that night is for the AEW World Championship is Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega. So the big match that we're all waiting for. They had an unsanctioned match like last year, right? But because it was unsanctioned, and they're playing this up in the storylines, because it was unsanctioned, it didn't count. Right. It didn't count towards neither one of their wins, neither one of their losses. Right. So we got Jon Moxley, reigning, defending champion, versus the returning cleaner,
right, heel.
Yeah. I say this heel.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega.
Yep.
Man, what you got in this match? What you got on this match?
I'm going with the Omega man, dog. I think Omega's going to be taking Moxley out in decisive fashion. I heard Moxley's about to go back over to New Japan and defend that United States belt. But what better way to write him off than to have something crazy happen with Kenny Omega? I have Kenny Omega winning by something shocking that we didn't expect.
Yeah. So I agree with you.
Something along the lines of like if Seth Rollins were to show up and fucking curb stop and type shit.
I mean, Seth Rollins is, he sacrificed himself for the greater good at Survivor Series. So I don't know. He might have really sacrificed himself. He gonna be like, oh my God, Tyler Black is in AEW. Like, whoa, wait a minute.
What the fuck? That's a game changer. They can't. There's a couple of guys in WWE that will flip the channel to me to watch AEW, and he's one of them. He is one of those people. If he were to go over there, and you keep it quiet, and I just cut the TV on, and Tyler Black's on fucking AEW, you have my attention.
100%. So yeah, I gotta agree. I gotta agree with Kenny Omega winning because they got to do something. They gotta put Kenny where he was supposed to be in AEW. Now, I will say that with the caveat that if Kenny loses, then he does something crazy. So what they might do is they have a pay-per-view in either January or February, right? Mm-hmm. They might have Kenny Omega lose, flip out, do some real crazy shit, like just beat the shit out of Jon Moxley. So then that way he's out.
Okay.
And then basically like, yo, I need the championship. I need the champion. Like, I was number one contender, blah, blah. They might even throw in another like tournament or something shit like that.
Right.
He cheats the whole way through. Just keep hitting people with chairs, beating them up, all that shit.
Right.
Then he gets the title shot at the first pay-per-view in January and then wins that one.
Okay.
So we'll see. AEW is known for telling some long-term storylines. So we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see what happens with that. But I got Kenny Omega ultimately becoming AEW champion. Heel AEW champion.
It's about time they start reaping the benefits of his investment. Like, he's been there.
Yeah.
He's been there long enough. It's time to unleash him. Get him out there. It's kind of like Kenny Omega to me is like if Finn Balor now were to go back to the main roster.
Yes.
Finn Balor goes Monday Night Raw now. Watch the fuck out.
Yes. Right. And I told Cass for a long time, the Finn Balor that was on the main roster was not the Finn Balor in New Japan. And this is the common thread. This is the common thread between Kenny and Finn Balor. Those cats in New Japan were monsters.
Yeah.
They were problems.
Yeah.
Like when they got into matches, it wasn't like Finn Balor was like tearing cats' heads off. Kenny Omega was the same way. You know what I'm saying? They came over to the US and for whatever reason. So I'll say this, man. I don't stay up and in tune to New Japan, especially not now because a lot of the cast have left and things of that nature. But the one thing that them cats do better than anybody else is you can drop in on a New Japan match, and you don't need to know what else went on.
Yep, that's true.
You don't need to know nothing else. Like that, like the match that you're watching will tell you not only the story of what's happening in the match, but with English commentary and all that shit, they'll tell you the story of everything that just happened.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega and Okada had 3 matches, all centered around the fact that Okada was too tall for Kenny Omega to do his finishing move on.
Wow.
Nigga, what? Are you kidding me? That's all the story was about. It was like, yo, Kenny Omega's the biggest star. Okada's the champion. We go face them two together. Kenny Omega put him up on his shoulders and couldn't grab him and put him in one wing angel. That was the story. That was the whole story. So they had 3 matches until Kenny Omega was actually able to do the shit.
Damn, that's crazy. And it's simple. It's simple.
It's very simple. They still believe in wrestling. Wrestling in Japan. You know what I'm saying?
Not sports entertainment.
So yeah, man, we'll see, man. So I think it's about that time.
Oh no!
I think it's about that time.
No, no.
Literally. Now, wait a minute. So before we jump into it, because I already know where this is going, and y'all already know where this is going. So before we jump into it, we're gonna talk about Tyson versus Roy Jones. So let's talk about the main event of that boxing event right now. Tyson versus Roy Jones, man. What you think?
I thought it was exactly for what it should have been. Mm-hmm. I was satisfied. Yep. For a 50-year-old Roy Jones Jr. and a fucking 54-year-old Mike Tyson, it was exactly what I thought it would be. Yep. Looking like 2 motherfucking uncles fighting at a motherfucking barbecue. That's what it was. But it was entertaining. It was good as fuck. It was good.
It was. Yeah, man. Like, look, it wasn't a bad fight for 2 50-year-olds. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, man, I ain't gonna watch this, dog. This is gonna be sad. This is gonna be terrible. But what I was glad about, and one of the things that I was thinking about Roy. You know what I'm saying? Roy is so dope. Roy was in his prime, was one of the best, pound for pound, one of the best, right? The thing that I kept thinking about was they kept saying Roy ain't fought in 3 years. There's a reason why he ain't fought in 3 years. Because them last 4-5 fights was rough, bruh. When Roy lost that speed and he was still doing that, put your head out there trying to move. Oh, he couldn't move. He couldn't move as fast. Yeah. He was getting his ass knocked out.
Yeah, I thought, I was worried about him. I thought if he would have got plastered or even touched up on by Mike, like even a little bit, it was going straight. You're going to the hospital. You probably went to the hospital anyway with them fucking body shots from Mike. It's still
my gosh,
he's not.
He's not having fun.
Which I think the funniest line that I saw when what's that announcer the announcer that not Morrow, but
talking about Israel Adesanya?
No, not Israel. The guy that actually does the interviews in boxing. But anyway, Gray,
Jim Gray.
Jim Gray. Yeah, Jim Gray as he's talking to Roy Jones Jr. He's like, yeah, so Roy, was there at any moment in time where you was in this preparing for this fight that you were worried about, the strength and power of Mike Tyson? Then Mike Tyson said, wait a minute. This motherfucker fought 3 years ago. I ain't fought in 15 years. How come everybody always worried about him? Why y'all not worried about my ass? Why y'all always worried about him?
Oh, man.
He's like, Mike, you're a guy. He's like, no. He's like, no, I'm not a guy. I'm a beginner.
He's like, I ain't fought 15, 16 years. I'm a beginner. Also from that post-fight interview where Mike Tyson was like, yeah, man, me and Roy, man, we about to get out there again. And Roy looked at him like, shit. asked Roy, they said, hey, man, you gonna fight again? This motherfucker said, I'm gonna have to go ask Pensacola. Wait a minute. How you asking a whole city? He said, I'm gonna have to go ask Pensacola. Not his wife.
Not his wife.
His kids.
Not his kids. Not even his only two. I gotta ask the city. Hey, y'all, what you think? Yeah, don't take your ass back.
He didn't even ask Vladimir Putin with his dual Russian citizenship, which shout out to everybody that didn't know that Roy Jones is a dual Russian U.S. citizen.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Yeah. So when he said in that interview, when he said he was like, yeah, shout out to all my Russian folks. And people was like, Russian?
Right.
Jones got his Russian citizenship in 2011?
The fuck he doing over there?
I don't know.
Maybe he's boxing. Was he boxing?
He might have been boxing over there.
Okay. They training somebody.
He might have been over there boxing, and they might have said, hey man, you gotta get a citizenship to come over. Like he might have did that to like shortcut the visa, the work visa and all that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But he said he got to go ask Pensacola. He gonna go to Pensacola, Florida, City Hall, and he gonna go up there and be like, hey y'all, y'all think I should fight again? It's gonna be a clerk like.
Here, we want to know why we're watching Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. in the year of our Lord 2020. It's not because of the fucking COVID virus. It's not because it's because motherfucking Floyd Mayweather left HBO and Roy Jones Jr. don't have his job no more. That's why he in there at 54 years old fucking fighting Mike Tyson. Ain't no business fighting no motherfucking Mike Tyson. Come on, man.
Man,
it's Larry Merchant's fault. If Larry Merchant would have asked the fucking interviewer to ask the right questions, Floyd Mayweather would have never left. HBO would still be in business to this day.
Yep. They did. So shout out to the Larry Merchant interview. Just how he comes out. For those who are unfamiliar, Larry Merchant is that really, really old motherfucker that come out after a boxing match and asks some old ignorant ass questions. Like so how does it feel that in the fourth round when you got knocked on your ass, how did it feel to hit the mat even though you prepared to not fall? And did he hold the mic to their face like?
And then Floyd was one day like, you know what? I'm gonna let you go talk to Victor Ortiz because you know what? You'll never give me a fair shake. HBO need to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing. You ain't shit. And then this old motherfucker commences to say, I wish I was 50 years younger and I'd kick your ass. And you ain't gonna do shit.
You wouldn't. No, you would get if you were 50 years younger, you would get your 275-year-old ass beat, Larry Merchant.
So big, old, decrepit, dilapidated ass. Shout out to New Jack. Get your ass whooped. Oh man.
Yeah, so shout out to the main event, man. Like I said, it was actually a fun night. I mean, I gotta say this too. I gotta say this about the commentary team. Israel Adesanya, he was fun. Man,
yep.
My favorite moment from Israel was Mauro was talking about how it was an exhibition match and how it wasn't no knockouts and all that. My man Israel said, man, fuck that shit. This is about to be a fight. I have never been so happy to hear commentators talk about anything in my life. When he said, man, fuck that shit. I was like, yes.
That fool Mauro thought he was in a hostile environment with JBL. He literally had Snoop Dogg and Israel talking fucking savagery to his ass.
and Sugar Ray Leonard just sitting there chilling like the Godfather.
Yeah.
Like, yes. They would ask him questions. He would pause and like, yeah. I'd get back out there. I'd get back out there. I'd throw a couple hands. Because he probably still got hands too.
Yeah.
But
so the elephant in the room. I'm going to ask you because I have to bring it around to wrestling. I'm going to bring it around. Do you ever see Canada's own Brock Lesnar joining the Legends ring and getting his head knocked the fuck out?
Wait, in boxing?
Yes.
Man, Brock could get the brakes beat off of him.
Yes,
Are you
would.
crazy?
Yeah, he would get knocked the fuck out. He would get knocked out.
Brock is a wrestler, not a pro wrestler. He is a actual wrestler.
Yeah.
He ain't got hands like the hands that he got is just the fact that his hands are this big, the size of ham hocks.
Right.
All right. So here's the question: Would Jake Paul beat Brock Lesnar ass in boxing? The YouTube dude. Would Jake Paul beat his ass?
Boxing rules.
I
don't know. I don't know. Brock don't have no chin, bro.
He don't have no chin.
Now, I'm not going to say this. Listen, people. I'm not going to go up to Brock Lesnar and say this shit to his face. I'm not stupid. I'm not a dumb nigga. I don't just do things just to do them. Come on, I got a little more sense than that. What the fuck am I doing? Hey, Brock, motherfucker, you get your ass. I'm dead. Oh, what the fuck you mean? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I ain't ready to fight. No, fuck that. No. But just saying, from watching Brock in the UFC, he doesn't have a chin.
No.
I mean, well, he showed it the one time when he fought. I think that was Frank. Was it Mir for the second time?
Yeah, that was Frank Mir for the second time. Yeah,
and he had a chin then.
Yeah.
Then that motherfucker Cain Velasquez punched him one time, and Alistair Overeem kicked him in the stomach, and that was it. I don't know, man. I don't think.
And then he did a little bit. He did a little bit of steroids, just a little bit of steroids, and then he came back. He won, but he did a little bit of steroids. They said that wasn't okay. There was too many steroids. Just a little bit was too much.
The pictogram of steroids. Well, speaking of pictogram, I think it's about that time, ain't it?
It's about that time. All right, it's about that time for real right now.
So if you haven't been living under the rock here, we come for you, Cass. We give out an illustrious award, and for the time being, this illustrious award is changing call signs for the inaugural third time. So we originally called this award the "You Fucked Up, You Know Your Ass Is Doomed" award. How do you get said award? It's really quite simple. If you're in the realm of professional wrestling and you do some dumb shit, we are the motherfuckers that tell you about yourself. So mind you, in the year of our Lord 2020, during a global pandemic, we follow a fighter, a prestigious UFC fighter, MMA fighter, that decides in the middle of a global pandemic to get in his car in mid-daylight in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and decides to get a DWI. Why is this funny every time we do this? It doesn't make,
because it don't make no sense.
Why you
You're supposed to get drunk and stay at home. You know why? Because everybody's supposed to stay at home. He said, you know what? I'm going to do one better. I'm going to get drunk, and then I'm going to drive. I'm going to go outside. Even though, I'm going to go outside. You know why? Because nobody can go outside.
But I can't.
But I can't go outside, but nobody can go outside.
So we decided to request the "You Fucked Up, You Know Your Ass Is Doomed" award to the John Jones' Freedom Memorial Award. So now we backtrack less than about 48 hours ago, and we decide to watch the Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson boxing fiasco. And in the co-main event is, what's the guy's name?
Jake Paul. YouTuber
Jake Paul, but he has a professional boxing record. He's knocked someone out. He's 1-0 professionally as a boxer.
Time out. To be fair, he fought another motherfucker on YouTube in his first professional fight.
Yeah, well, this don't make it any better. He decides to fight wannabe boxer because he wants to do this for the culture and his family. He decides that he wants to do other things, but he decides to fight Nate Robinson. And Nate Robinson puts this on all the black people, his kids, everything you can think about, and proceeds
the
NBA, and he proceeds to get knocked the fuck out.
Cold.
I mean, this motherfucker is sleep. So we now have requested the John Jones's Memorial Freedom Award to the Nate Robinson Presents NyQuil Award. Okay.
now I will. So here's my proposal. So for this award, for the Nate Robinson Presents NyQuil Award, I will propose this. This has to be another level of the awards, right? Because we're gonna keep this award around. But this has to be for the person who simultaneously gets the John Jones and the On God Nim Award.
He gets them both.
He gets
two awards. He gets 2 awards, and he changes the name of the one he gets.
And he gets 2 awards in one, because you have to think about this. Not only did he fuck up and know his ass was doomed, but he said that he was gonna beat this dude for his brothers in the NBA, for athletes across the world, and most importantly, his own children. He said everything but On God Nim. And I don't even know who Nim is. The Nate Robinson Presents NyQuil Award is for the really egregious motherfucker that somehow gets the John Jones Freedom Memorial Award.
Correction, it's the Nate Robinson Egregious Award. That's what it is.
The Nate Robinson Egregious Award is for the person who gets the John Jones Award and the On God Nim Award at the same damn time.
Same night.
This award is so bad. I mean, it's kind of like the John Jones Award, where a wrestler ain't even got, like, the wrestler ain't getting the inaugural one. He got that inaugural one. And okay. So to make it worse, let's talk about all the people who've been caping for Nate Robinson over the past few days. So
everybody.
So we just gonna have to put some people up on the Summer Jam screen. Real quick.
Everybody.
We're gonna have to put some people on the Summer Jam screen real quick.
Oh shit! Everybody.
So before I put this up, oh man, she might have deleted it. She might have deleted it. No, here it goes. Here it is. So first up on the Summer Jam screen.
Oh no.
I don't even know why she was caping for him, because she got her own husband, and she's also not looking for the gaze of other men, but mad because other dudes don't say she attractive. Aisha Curry gets on the Summer Jam screen.
Oh no!
Right after the KO, she says, and I quote, straight face, "Don't care about the KO. I just think it's cool to see someone trying something new and stepping out of their comfort zone. That's dope and inspiring. You don't have to be just one thing. I never want to live a life where I look back and say, I didn't try something I wanted."
So Aisha, let me ask you a question.
This was my reply.
You got 4. Yeah, there's nothing else to be said.
Aisha Curry, man, why are you caping for him so hard?
Oh shit!
Why are you caping for him? Your husband didn't even cape for him that hard. Your husband made Steph Curry cracked jokes.
Show the fuck did nigga said, and nigga said on Twitter, and then Ray Robinson said on Twitter, "I'm about to shock the world." And this nigga Steph Curry is after the knockout said, "Yeah, where's the line?" Something like that.
I see no lies. Oh man!
You know what though? Okay, the only thing I'm getting a shout out to Nate Robinson is that he eventually woke up.
Because he didn't die.
He eventually woke up, and he commenced to go back into the chat room where he was infinitely roasted by every person.
Yes.
I wish I was in that group me chat room.
Oh my God. The NBA group me?
Fodder in that shit.
Wait a minute, the NBA group me?
Yes, the NBA group me.
Oh,
Can you imagine being in? I wish somebody if anyone has set out those passcodes, hey, whoever is the administrator of that group me, let us in.
I just want screenshots, man. You ain't got
like
hey,
they sell access to this for $1.99 a minute and probably make a killing on it right now.
I just want to
they'd be like, oh, 1-900-909-9900.
I just want to see all the shit that all the NBA cats was talking, man, because you know they were. They had to be.
Man, yeah,
they had to be.
Building him a new grave. Man. Ain't no grave could hold my body down. Ain't no grave could hold my body down.
There were so many opportunities for the Undertaker to just walk out somewhere. That was one of them. Think about if Jake Paul knocked his ass out, he was laying there and it was doom.
I think I would have died too. I think I would have been done. I'm like, I wouldn't even watch the main event. I'm like, yo, I'm done, man. They just had the Undertaker come out when Nate Robinson got knocked the fuck out. Nate Robinson, that knockout has set our culture back 400 years.
Oh my God. You can't say, like, he ain't learned nothing from Deontay Wilder. You can't say that you gonna do something for the culture and did lose, but you can't. Man. You cannot.
Oh, well, we have a first here on the show, y'all. I know he's the first non-wrestler to get this. He has nothing to do with pro wrestling.
Nothing.
We're doing that. So we would lose credibility as Black African Americans to not touch on this topic right now. We had to. Okay,
it's wrestling adjacent, man. If you don't like it, I don't know, man.
Just like we would lose our credibility as Black men to not discuss this on a podcast right now. It has nothing to do with wrestling, but we had to. Like, everyone else is doing it, so hey,
man, you'll be all right. Anyway, so we can't get out of here without highlighting.
Pick us back up, man.
Yes, highlighting a Black person doing their thing.
Doctor that picked his ass up Saturday night.
Side note, I was watching it with my wife and we got knocked out. She was just like, so how are they gonna get him back up?
I bet you died when she said
I was crying.
No, what hurt me? No, okay, we're just gonna play it. Give me.
Oh, you got to.
I just gonna play it. We're just one more time, y'all. I know you've all seen it. We've all seen it. We've all seen it. But we'll just for one more time. One more time, y'all. This is it. And we're done watching it. Hold on, let me see. Just one more again.
We got
because the audio has to be played, man. This by far is some of the funniest shit I think I've ever heard on fucking on-demand television. I'm being completely fucking honest with you. This shit made no sense, nigga. Snoop Doggy Dogg is the fucking funniest motherfucker I've ever heard on fucking comedy. This nigga needs to record a whole bunch of shit.
Yes.
This shit, where is it? Come on, where are you? YouTube, please don't fail me. Y'all didn't take it down yet, did you? Did y'all take it down yet? That's the Miz. And did they take it down? RVS, I think they took it down. Wait. What have you seen the one where he had the rings from Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yes.
Yeah.
He got the rings knocked out of him.
Yeah. Oh man, I think they took it down. They took it down. You gotta be kidding me.
But hey, shout out to Mauro Ranallo and Snoop Dogg, man. I want them to be I tweeted this too, man. They like the new JR and King, bro.
Yeah.
They need to that's the commentary team we need somewhere. AEW, WWE, shit, boxing. Hey man, them two need to commentate everything.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Come on, where is it? Is this it?
You've been popping all that on Instagram. What's happening?
Oh, yes, this is it. Okay. Let's go ahead and watch this in its entirety.
Oh, God.
Oh, good people. Here we go.
On Instagram, what's happening? I'm right up there.
You betcha. Oh! Jake Paul caught Nate Robinson of the way.
Irene. Robinson. Lord mercy. Go. 7. Nice. 9.
was holding the back of his head. He got hit in the ear.
Basketball, you can play football, but one thing there's two things you can't play. You can't play boxing, you can't play with this pimping.
You can't play boxing, you can't play with this pimping.
Ron always in charge. I like when he was the point, though. When he was the point, it seems like the offense.
Man.
Oh, man. Snoop Dogg, hey, man, Snoop is a national treasure.
He might have found his second career, man. That's just commentating, just saying the craziest shit.
Man, this is like 55th career right here.
Yeah.
Somebody,
Sasha, why you tell us your cousin was fucking funny, man?
Oh no, I knew. Sorry, so this is a deep cut right here. This is gonna show my age too. I knew Snoop was hilarious when he had that MTV show Doggy Frizzle, Televizzle.
Shit.
When he was doing them sketch comedy shits. He had that one where it was supposed to be Jackass, but it was Black Ass. So the Jackass cast was doing shit. He was like, man, I ain't about to do that shit with my black ass. So then he saw Steve on there. He's like, hey, man, watch this. Watch this. This is what we going to do. This is our Jackass shit. So he walked up to some cops, and they was holding coffees and donuts. He walked up to it. He's like, man, fuck y'all. Knocked their coffees out of their hand and ran. That's when I knew Snoop was hilarious.
Those were the glory days of fucking MTV. Okay, we getting off topic.
We getting way off topic, man.
I know this is a wrestling podcast, but like I said, we would do ourselves a disjustice and we would lose credibility as black males in this country if we did not discuss the Nate Robinson situation. I'm sorry. It had to be discussed. Side note, I would not be surprised if WWE just did something on TV. If they did something on Monday Night Raw that had anything to do with Nate Robinson, they get the best show of the year this year. Flat out. I know I talk now. Listen, mind you, I've been talking bad about Raw all year long. If they follow up on some Nate Robinson shit, Raw was the best show of the year.
All I'm gonna say is 1990s Vince McMahon would do some shit like that. 2020, let's see if 2020 Vince McMahon is the same guy.
I doubt it.
All right, man. Before we get out of here, we gotta focus on one black pro wrestler that's out here in the world of professional wrestling doing a thing. That's called the I'm Black Y'all segment.
Sir.
So for this I'm Black Y'all segment, we're going to go back to AEW. This brother literally just had a really big week in AEW because he joined Team Taz, which is Taz, of course, right. Brian Cage, and Ricky Starks. Okay. So the storyline they had been trying to get this brother to join for a while. He kind of came up. He was on AEW Dark for a while. He came up to Dynamite main roster, whatever, right. With Jon Moxley. He was supposed to team with Jon Moxley and fight against Murder Hawk and a bunch of other cats. Then Murder Hawk, no, was it Moxley? No, Moxley got the Rona, or Renee had the Rona, so Moxley could show. Oh, also shout out to Jon Moxley and Renee. They're expecting their first child.
Hey.
Jon Moxley, like, casually said that shit in the middle of an intense-ass promo when he was talking about beating Kenny Omega's ass.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm getting a kid.
Right. He was just like, look, man, I'm going to beat your ass. I got a kid on the way. I ain't about to take no shit. That was the extent of the promo.
Don't fast forward that shit, nigga. Yeah, what was that?
Wait a minute. What you say? He's like, got a pregnant wife at home, so I'm going to beat your ass and go home. I don't know what you're talking about. So, the rest of we talk about, shout out to Will Hobbs, also recently rechristened as Powerhouse Hobbs. Okay. So big ass dude. He is a American professional wrestler currently signed to AEW under the name Powerhouse Hobbs. He is known for his work on the independent scene, most notably All Pro Wrestling and Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Now, side note, if you got Fight TV, I've never actually watched it, but I've seen, like, as I was flipping through Fight TV, I've seen Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Right.
I never watched it. It looked like it's probably fun though. It's had like Scorpio Sky. It's had a lot of niggas on it. Okay. Like Will Hobbs, Scorpio Sky, a bunch of cats. So I'm gonna check it out one day and report back. It kind of remind me of like a cleaner urban wrestling federation. to be honest. But Hobbs made his professional wrestling debut on July 18th, 2009 at APW's Gym Wars under the name Will Rude.
Okay.
Where he was unsuccessful to win their battle royal to determine the number one contender for the APW Worldwide Internet Championship. During his time at APW, he held the Worldwide Internet Championship 3 times and won the APW Tag Team Championship 3 times. Oh, shit. With Marcus Lewis under the tag team name Lion Power. We know a nigga named Marcus Lewis.
Yeah, we do.
We grew up with a nigga named Marcus Lewis.
We do.
Might be that nigga. I don't know. Could be. I don't know what he up to. So in July 2020, Hobbs began to work for All Elite Wrestling on their YouTube show Dark, losing against different opponents. On September 5th, Hobbs competed in a 21-man casino battle royal at the All Out pay-per-view, which was won by Lance Archer. His performance in the match impressed Tony Khan, and on September 16th, it was announced that he had signed with AEW. On that same episode of Dynamite, he saved AEW World Champion Jon Moxley from an attack by Brian Cage and Ricky Starks, turning face in the process.
Okay.
Hobbs unsuccessfully faced Cage for the FTW Championship on October 7th episode of Dynamite. On the November 18th edition of Dynamite, which was this past Wednesday, Hobbs turned heel two Wednesdays ago, aligning himself with Taz, Brian Cage, and Ricky Starks after striking Cody Rhodes with Cage's FTW Championship belt and then helping him attack both Rhodes and Darby Allin. Next week, he defeated Lee Johnson under his new name, Powerhouse Hobbs. So shout out to that brother, getting the main event rub. Apparently Taz saw something in him and, started the storyline. So now we about to see what he can really do. And I'm, in a main event story, beating up Cody, turning heel, man. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
And his words of Booker T.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Also, before we get out of here, so we talked about Leon Ruff, the reigning, defending, I can't believe that it's gone on this long. The reigning, defending North American Championship, man. Shout out to him. And Asia Smith, the black woman ref, they just got engaged right before we went live.
Wow, man.
Just announced that they got engaged.
So wait a minute. We had breaking news or we coming for UCAS?
We got breaking news or we coming for UCAS. Shout out to them for getting engaged. The still reigning, defending NXT North American Championship. This brother is having the best month ever.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Now get out your fucking daddy's house with that goddamn belt and get your wife, man.
He gotta move now. He can't be staying at a daddy crib.
Standing there now, man.
Take your belt with you. Don't let your daddy hold on to that belt. All right, man. Rated R, man. Tell them where they can find you at, bro.
You can find me on all social media platforms at R8TED_R. Where can they find you at, RVS?
Yes, sir. I am RVS. You can find me at FrenchIce06. That's FRANCHICE06. All social media, man. Check us out. We coming for UCAS. Check us out on Twitter at WCFY. Hit us up on the Facebook group at We Coming For You Wrestling Cast Fans. Yep. Hit us up at our email at WeComingForYouCast@gmail.com. And also, make sure you hit up that website,
yes, sir.
ProWrestlingBlack.org.
That's the real website, y'all. We're not playing around.
Yes, sir. So now that we on the other side of Thanksgiving, we recording this the day before December, so it's gonna be December by the time y'all hear this. On our way out, I have to leave you with season's greetings.
Oh no.
Season's greetings from the man, New Jack. We'll catch y'all later. Peace.
You want it? You got it. You want me to get crazy? I'll get crazy. Sitting here apologizing. For what? Because I gotta fight 3 guys? 3 guys trying to kill me? I'm a gang member, baby. Remember that.